Hey everyone, we are finally back here at Universal Studios. We're checking out Islands of Adventure, of course. But I am so excited to get back in the park. Let's check out these people who are standing up here and talking to us. Sorry if you can't hear me.
It is officially hot outside!
Yeah!
So please, everyone, make sure that you are staying hydrated for me, okay?
Oh my gosh, we're back! The adventure begins! So we're finally back in the park, and there's no line at the entrance. So I'm hoping that reflects, just how busy the park is today. We'll check the wait times in just a second. But yeah, it shouldn't be too busy. It hasn't been in recent days. It feels so good to be back and hear this Islands of Adventure music. Man, I am so excited. But let's check out some Jurassic Park construction right now. So before you freak out being like, yo, you're not wearing your mask, what are you doing? Just to let you know, there are quite a few areas in the park, like this one that we are currently in, where you are allowed to take off your face covering. It is okay to do so. They ask you that you still, stay socially distant, so 6 feet apart from anyone who's not in your party. But you are allowed to take your face mask off in these areas, which is really nice because it is hot out here, and these masks don't make it any easier. But this area also happens to be the perfect spot to see just a wide angle of everything that they've done on this Jurassic Park roller coaster right here. But before we take a look, how about I show you what it looked like last time we were here just a few months ago. It's exciting. That means that the footers are almost done and the track is really about to start going into place for more than just the launch section. I'm really excited, especially for this area that you're seeing right here. The track is supposed to go right over the water, like literally just feet above the water. It's going to be some really cool elements that it does right here. So I'm really excited to see the track going in for this spot specifically. Progress is happening and I'm so pumped. And now that we're back, just a few months later, it's insane how much progress they've made. Check this out. We actually have coaster track on site. That is so exciting. That's really amazing. So a quick update on just park procedures and operations. We just got off of the Hulk, and we also did Spider-Man, and it's very interesting. So today, the park has been open for about a week and a half now, and what's very strange is when you're getting on the ride, they still hand you hand sanitizer and require you to use it before every ride, but I've noticed they haven't been wiping down the ride vehicles, and they aren't alternating spaces either, so they'll load every other row. So if you have rows 1, 3, and 5, what they said they were going to do is then load rows 2, 4, and 6 so that they don't have to wipe down each ride vehicle every single time. But what I noticed today in both the Hulk and Spider-Man was that they weren't alternating ride vehicles like that, and they also weren't wiping anything down, which is kind of concerning to me. But I don't know. I just don't know how I feel. I'll continue to think about that throughout the day, and I'll you know, kind of keep an eye on that and see if that's maybe just we rode on a really weird pass where, you know, they were going to wipe it down, but I don't know. So we'll keep an eye on the rest of the rides, see what they're doing with the rest of the rides, and keep you updated. But it just kind of seems like, you know, they were doing a really good job for the first week, and it seems kind of strange that only a week and a half in, they're already kind of starting to drop the ball in these things. So I don't know, that's kind of disheartening to me, but I'll keep an eye on it and keep you guys posted. But over from Marvel Superhero Island, this is the beautiful shot of the Jurassic Park roller coaster that we've got. It is very hot outside, but Popeyes, for some reason, is still only a 10-minute wait. If you're looking for a really good view of the Hulk, right over here by Popeyes, over by the lagoon viewing area, you get a beautiful shot of the Hulk. Be careful when you're coming over here, though, because these fish fly. But as you work your way down this path towards the lagoon, you start to get a really good view of the coaster that they're working on back here. And they've been really hard at work, especially during the shutdown, but even now that everything is open, they've been putting a lot of track in during the day, and even more track in during the night. So I'm really curious to see what has been added recently, like in the past few days, but also if they're adding anything right now. So let's check that out. Just imagine once this ride is open, the views that you're going to get of people coming out of this barrel roll. It's going to be so beautiful. So right now we're standing pretty much right underneath where the top hat's going to go. So for reference, that's right over on the left-hand side of the coaster. Coming down, you'll see on your right-hand side here the newest pieces of track that have gone in. And if we follow that, right behind here, you see a ton of new supports that are going up, and these are very heavy-duty supports. These supports are new as of the last few days, and you can see they're putting in some more today as well. There's some laying on the ground below the supports. It's kind of hard to see, so I'll try to get a shot of that in a second, but this crane is right behind here because these are the second set of supports that are going to be going in for the top hat portion. And it looks like some of the track is already on site for the top hat. So I wouldn't be surprised that in the next week or so, if we have a complete top hat, or maybe even a portion of the top hat complete. But they're moving very fast that I would be surprised if we didn't have the top hat within a week. It seems like that's the pace that they're working at. So I'm looking forward to seeing that go in. I am telling you though, photos and videos does not do this ride justice. This thing is absolutely massive. And it's really hard to, you know, see the scale of it on a video. But when you're here in person, wow, this ride is huge. But the reason why these supports are so like beefy, and the reason why there's a double spine on the track over there, is because this ride is rumored to hit upwards of 70, maybe even 80. I think most likely about 70 miles an hour though. And that's coming right off this top hat. You're supposed to hit 70 miles an hour coming down here. And then you'll be going back over towards this helix section towards the back there. And coming out of it through this barrel roll, you'll still probably be going about 50 to 60 miles an hour. You're going to completely haul through this element here. Going all the way around here. So with all that speed and all the forces that this ride's going to have, of course you're going to need some very beefy supports to make sure that the ride's safe. One of the things that I'm super hyped about with this roller coaster is there have been rumors going around that this ride's not going to have over-the-shoulder restraints, but instead it's going to have lap bars, which to me is very exciting. You're talking about a ride that is supposed to haul 70 miles an hour. You can't see the big smile that's on my face just thinking about this. But you're going to haul 70 miles an hour and go through some of these crazy elements so fast that they need to double spine the ride, and they think it's safe enough to put lap bars in. Wow, I am so excited. This is going to be a fun ride. You're going to have all of that freedom, and you're going to feel very open and exposed on this ride. It's going to be a very thrilling experience. I'm excited. So that's one of the rumors that's going on right now, and I actually tend to believe it based off the last handful of coasters that Intamin, who is the manufacturer of this ride, just based off the last few roller coasters that they've made, with them having all lap bars, I actually believe that rumor to be true. The rumor that is going around, though, that I find really interesting is that it's not going to be like a two-car train. You know, a lot of Intamin rides, such as Maverick, which this ride is being compared to a lot right now, as maybe the successor of Maverick. You know, does this ride beat Maverick? And I think it has a shot to. I think it very might well be better than Maverick when it opens, and Maverick is a fantastic ride. If you haven't heard of that ride, look it up. It's at Cedar Point. It's one of the best rides out there. But a ride like Maverick has two trains, and it sits either 6 or 8 people, I forget. It's been a while since I've ridden it. But it's 2 seaters, and there's 2 cars. It's kind of like Rip Ride Rocket. If you're familiar with Rip Ride Rocket, it has trains kind of like that, except over the shoulder harness. Now, people have been assuming that that's the trains that this ride's going to have, but the rumor that's coming out right now is that it's not going to have a train like that, but more so of like a normal coaster car. You know, something that has 6, 7, 8 trains, which to me is very interesting because normally you don't see cars like that on rides that have top hats, unless you know it's something like Top Thrill Dragster or King Dakar. So I'm really interested to see if that rumor comes out to be true or not. But if it does, this ride's going to have so much power behind it because it's going to take a lot of force and speed to send a roller coaster that large over a top hat and have it go 70 miles an hour through some of these elements. So that's going to be very interesting to see if that rumor's true or not. Anyways, let's get some more views of this ride, shall we? It might be kind of hard to see because there's a fence in the way, but they're putting in the supports for the curve of the track to go up to the top of the top hat. That's really exciting. So right here over by where this lift is, that's right where the coaster track is going to be shooting out of the launch tunnel and be going straight up those supports, straight up to the top of the top hat. This ride is going to have some force, and right here is a perfect viewing angle. This ride is going to look so amazing off-ride. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. And I definitely can't say that enough. So one of the things that I don't hear a lot of people talking about is this interesting water feature that they're working on right now. Right here you can see where the coaster is going to be coming. I believe it's going into the helix section, but there's this inversion right here. Right before it, down here, it goes into this tunnel looking area. It's not really a tunnel, but it is dug out for sure. And in there, right behind it, is supposed to be a really nice water feature, so kind of like a fountain. It looks really, really nice. Right back there on the work walls on the inside, you can clearly see a Jurassic World themed logo. You know, it's been heavily speculated that this is going to be a Jurassic World themed roller coaster instead of a Jurassic Park themed roller coaster. And it hasn't been confirmed yet, but I believe that rumor to be true. And this definitely shows that this is planning to be a Jurassic World roller coaster. And now we're over by the Jurassic Park area. You can see some really up-close views. They just installed this piece of track over here, and they have it covered right now because they're about to do some rock work on this metal beam construction area. So hopefully in the next few days, we'll see some of this rock work theming go up. On the backside of the Jurassic Park River Adventure queue, you can see the new raptor encounter, some of the theming for the fence. Over just past the river adventure, they opened a new raptor encounter. And it actually looks really good. They have their own like permanent facility now. And it's actually themed to being a raptor encounter. It's not just kind of like placed down. So it looks really cool. Maybe we'll check it out later today. We'll see. But this is very long overdue. They've deserved their own location for a while now. So that's really exciting. One thing to note though, on the ground here, they have this fancy design. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but there's like a diamond in the center. And off to the left, it has arrows pointing to the raptor encounter. And off to the right, it has arrows pointing right here to the work wall for the new Jurassic roller coaster that is yet to be announced or named or anything of the sort. So I'm thinking right here, right across from the raptor encounter, is going to be where the entrance to the new roller coaster is going to be. We'll keep you updated on that though. So in order to fit the new raptor encounter, they had to move these games. So if you can continue to walk just past the raptor encounter, all of these street games haven't disappeared, they've just moved. And they're actually a lot closer to the Discovery Center, which you can see right around the corner here. And I actually really like the way this new area looks. They just added a whole bunch of planters. And the foliage looks really nice. They've got some flowers. In the springtime, such as now, well, I mean, we're in summer, but you know, everything's starting to bloom. It looks very beautiful around here. So it looks like over by the Burger Digs, they're doing a lot of work right now on the theming for what's going to be the entrance and the ride station. The ride station is going to be this building over here, and then there's going to be a huge themed queue area right over here. And it's also rumored that that's going to be where the first show scene is going to be, in that building that's right over the walls right there. But you can see as this crane is towering above us right now, that this is the current piece of track that they're working on right now. And it actually looks like this is going to be a half-loop dive section of the ride. This is going to be a really fun element in the ride. This is going to be in the first half of the ride as well. This ride's going to be separated by 2 launches, and this element that they're working on right here is going to be after that first launch. Continuing down the path, we've got Hogsmeade over just to our left here. And right in front of us is the new locker area. Now, they've done a lot of work on this right before the park closed, and it looks like they got some of the walls up, but they haven't done a whole lot of construction since then. So I wonder if things have been slowing down to focus more on the roller coaster, and I wonder if this is going to pick up a little bit more in the coming month or so. But this is going to be the new lockers for the Forbidden Journey. So we'll keep you updated on this as well. But now, let's take a walk down this path here that is supposed to lead over towards the walkway bridge, and we get some really good views of the new roller coaster pieces. Let's check it out. So this is the pathway leading up to the overflow bridge, and we are going to get some amazing path interaction with this ride. This ride is going to be so cinematic and bring so much energy to this land, which it really sorely needs. I'm really excited. One of the things that I note about this piece of track right here, to me it's just crazy how big of a distance it goes between supports. So this is, I believe this, you're going to be coming in from this direction and then going over like that. So coming over here, you have a very sharp banked turn that leads into a hang time stall element, and it goes for quite a while without a support piece until you finally get to over here to that last support. And same on the other side. You have a very, very sharp overbanked turn here, just on that second piece of track, the one right below it. And just a very long section without any supports, and that's very interesting. It's a good thing the sediment barriers are doing their job, but that's not really why we're over here. Look at this view of the roller coaster. We're crossing the bridge going into Hogsmeade right now, if you're curious where we are, and what a beautiful sight this is. And it looks like they're doing some work as we speak over there. You can see that they actually have a truck loaded up onto the bridge right now, and it looks like they're moving track pieces for the ride. They're offloading the pieces right now as we speak. So we'll keep an eye on that, and hopefully we'll be able to see some track pieces go up in the air on that crane pretty soon. One of the best things about Three Broomsticks is the view that you get on the back side of it. And wow, look at that view. They're doing a lot of groundwork right now. And unfortunately, it looks like we missed the truck that was there that was unloading track. It looks like they just finished unloading all of it. But maybe later today we'll see some of it actually go up. So that's exciting. And right next to the restaurant, you actually get really close to the roller coaster. I wonder if they're going to be putting up any walls or nets as safety precautions, because you get really close, but you get some amazing views of this ride from here. Look at just how huge those track pieces are. That is ridiculous. From over here, you can just barely see the extra supports that they're just now putting up for the top hat. It's really exciting stuff. Hopefully, like I said, in a week or so, hopefully we'll have significant progress done on the top hat, if not being completely done. All right, we're over here by Lost Continent to get one final look at the Jurassic Park construction. You can see so much has happened. Over here we have a closer look at what I was talking about earlier with the water feature. Right up here at the front is kind of like just, you know, the design in front of the lake. But right behind it, you can see just where that water feature is going to be going, and it's going to look beautiful. I'm really curious to know what like the pathing situation is going to be like out here. You used to be able to walk out in front of the Discovery Center, and I'm wondering if you'll be able to do that now or not. But hopefully we find out these things soon. All right, I know I didn't get very many shots from out here, but man, it is cooking. Like, I literally feel my skin sizzling. It is hot. Hot, hot, hot. And I am dying for some water. This mask is very, very hot, very uncomfortable. It's definitely not bad enough for me to say it's a deal breaker, but it's bad enough for me to say it's not comfortable. I don't enjoy it. But you know, at the end of the day, whatever it takes to get back inside the park, I'm willing to do it, because Universal personally is, you know, it's my home. It's what I love. It's the place that I just absolutely love and connect with. So I'm more than willing to wear this mask if I have to. But man, it's rough. It's hitting me pretty hard today.